Hi, I'm Jeremiah Sammons, Director of Education for Salon and Spa Wholesaler. If you're watching this video, it means that you recently bought a head spa and you have some questions about it. Hopefully we'll answer those questions for you here today. In order to start, let's go ahead and remove the plastic shield. Inside of your unit, if you remove the safety screen that goes over the drain, you will see two holes. The hole in the front is your clean water reservoir. This right here, which is our dirty water drain, is plugged at all times when we're filling the clean water reservoir. You'll go ahead and fill your unit, whether you use a bucket or you use a water hose. Today we're going to use a water hose. Now, while the unit does have a heating element, I like to use warm water to fill the unit. That way the water already has a head start on being warmed. So we finished filling the head spa unit. Remove the drain plug, and I will put that over the clean water reservoir so that my dirty used water does not contaminate the clean water. On the unit, if I go ahead and I turn this around for you, this right here is your clean water indicator. This tells you how much clean water you have in the unit. If for some reason you decide to drain the unit, you're going to a special event, you're putting it in your car, you can also go ahead and turn that little knob down there and it will drain the clean water out. Please make sure you put a bucket under it. The empty hole inside of your drain that does not have the grid on top of it is your dirty water drain. That dirty water will drain down into the unit right here on the side. When your unit arrived, it probably arrived just like this. What you'll want to do is purchase a hose from Home Depot or an extender like this and some sort of water receptacle to catch the dirty water. Now, during your service, you're going to take this little red spigot and open it so that the dirty water drains out of the unit and into your water reservoir. Let's go ahead and plug this in and take a look at how it works. There are two main parts to your control panel. This first section over here is going to control the power to your halo. This section right here will control the power to your sprayer. These top two buttons control temperature. So you're going to want to push start to turn it on and then set the temperature of your water. This button right here powers on your sprayer. If you're going to use the halo, what you need to do is make sure that you've closed the little red spigot, filling the unit with water about to where the light therapy starts. And this right here controls that halo. More time, less time, temperature of the water. This right here is going to control the hydrotherapy itself. So now I can adjust the halo for where I would like it to hit on the client's head. There's also another button right here for the light therapy, which turns on the light therapy within the unit itself. Once you're done with the halo, you just push that button. Remember, the water is still in the sink. So in order to drain that dirty water out, we have to come to the spigot and open that up so that the water drains out of the head spa and into your drainage receptacle. So we've already explained one of the most popular portable units, but I know some of you are wondering, well, my unit doesn't look like that. I've got you. This is one of our other popular portable units. The two portable units are very similar, with the difference being in the control panel. So this unit, after you filled the clean water reservoir and you're not using the unit, you can switch this switch right here over to the one line, and that will allow you to control the temperature on the unit when the unit's not in use. That way, if you haven't been using the head spa for a while, you can keep the water warm. When you have a client and you'd like to use the sprayer, you will switch this switch right here over to the two lines, and then to use the sprayer, you're going to push this little red button right here, which allows you to spray the water. When you're done spraying, flip the switch right there. Now, in order to use the halo, you're going to have to do the same thing that you did with the other unit, which means filling the sink. So let's fill the sink. right up to the bottom of the light therapy. I will come right down here, turn on the power to the unit. This controls the pattern of the halo. Turn the temperature down, turn the temperature up. That's the light therapy. Now I want to talk to you about the steam. Now, this is a confusing element for a lot of you, but it really is quite simple, and it improves the client's experience having a head spa treatment. So the plastic shielding has a steam input on the back and a steam output on the front. So you're going to remove the steamer tray, which will attach right here on the inside and dangle down into the unit. The steamer itself looks like this. When it's cool, you'll remove the lid, fill it with water. Never ever add essential oils or anything else to the steamer element itself besides fresh water. Now, we often get questions, do I need to use distilled water? Do I need to use purified water? Whatever comes out of the tap is what I'm using. You can turn the unit on either with a remote control or by pushing the power button. Now, there is a timing element that you can use to turn the time up or down, and a heating element where you can control the temperature. In my treatments, I'm going to go ahead and apply my moisturizing mask to my client. Once the hair has the moisturizing mask on it, I will place the shield over top of the client, and I will allow the steam to travel out of the steamer, through the hose to the back of the shield, and into the steam bowl inside. Once you've allowed your client to steam, 5 to 10 minutes is what I usually suggest, though you're certainly able to do more. You'll go ahead, turn off your steam, remove the shield, rinse out the mask, and carry on with your treatment. One of the things that I mentioned to you was never to add anything to your steamer besides clean water. So some of you are wondering, well, how do I add essential oil? How do I add plant extracts? What I advise is for you to use your steam bowl itself. Inside, there's a plastic shielding. On the shielding, I like to go ahead and put a cotton round. I'll take my preferred essential oil, add a few drops to the cotton round itself. I close the steam bowl up, and then I will connect this on the inside of my unit right here. And now as the steam runs through the shielding and into the steam bowl, the essential oil will infuse the steam, giving your client a beautiful sensory experience. It's very important to realize there are two different filters. The first filter on this unit is on the inside. It's an easy drain cover. It's going to catch any small particles to keep things from going down into your unit and causing damage to the heat or the recycling unit. The other filter is slightly more complicated, and you're going to find that on the front of the unit. So your filter, once removed, will look something like this. You're going to untwist your filter. This right here is a mesh netting. It pulls straight off. You'll want to make sure you take this to your sink and cleanse it every night. That way, your halo runs very smoothly, doesn't clog, and has at full power. Once this is clean, it plugs back in. Hand tighten this back on. Do not use tools to over tighten it because you run warm water, then cool water, then warm water through it. If you use a tool to tighten it, you will over tighten and crack your filter. So just hand tighten it. A lot of people ask me, how do you clean your unit? Which is an excellent question. So in between clients, you should follow proper sanitation protocol, which means spraying your sink out with Chasticide, Barbicide, or some other cleanser, the same as you would your shampoo bowls. You let that sit for 1 to 3 minutes usually according to the manufacturer's directions, and then you will spray the unit out. Allow that water to drain out into your water reservoir. Now, at the end of each night, I go ahead and fill my sink with hot water, and I add white vinegar, and I run that through my halo, and I just go ahead and let that run for 5 to 10 minutes to flush out my halo, removing any emollients or anything that can block the little holes where the water comes out. And that should be done nightly. Thank you for watching here today. I hope we were able to answer all of your questions.